Okay, so this is Kevin Garlington in Total Tennis Domination. We got a little Q&A action from Daniel. He asked a really good question in regards to how to hit a return of serve part 2. So if you haven't watched that video, go out and watch it, because if you really want to take your return of serve to the next level, that's the ticket. It's some fundamental things. But his question is, and I appreciate the compliment. He says, I think you're the best coach online. Always clear and concise instruction. Try to make sure I do that. But I have one question regarding how to move when the serve is wider and more than one step is needed to reach the ball. Do you have any tips or suggestions? Yes, I do. So the trick to when the ball is really wide, because we talked a lot of times doing the outside leg and pushing forward, and that's great if the ball's coming to you. But as you get let's say a lefty, or you get a serve that can really challenge the out wide serve, the trick is making sure that you can move in this position, scooting out right before the ball, when the ball is struck. So right when the ball is about to bounce, I'm going to go up and I'm going to split and move out to cut the ball off. Now, while I'm moving out to cut the ball off, what I'm doing is lining up my outside leg as close to the close to the oncoming ball, so now I can start pushing and make that last step across. The thing I want to make sure is that I don't commit too early to doing this, because once you've committed here, you can't make any more adjustments. So it's really important that I'm adjusting and shuffling out towards the ball until I feel like I'm close enough to cut it off and then push and step across. It's a little different based on the serve too. So a lot of times for the kick serve, you're going to wind up trying to split and actually going inside the court to catch it before it gets too high. If you have a person with a really flat out wide serve, then you're going to be still trying to cut it off, but you're not trying to beat the height. You're actually probably going to scoot back and absorb some of the pace. If you have, oh my God, if you have the almighty dreaded lefty, Peter Freeman, that's you. If you have the almighty lefties that drive me nuts, my biggest suggestion when you're playing lefties is sometimes I actually skip the split step, or I just have to move left more. Because they're lefty, the ball's going to curve away from you quicker. Compared to a righty where the ball kind of bounces and it jumps up, the lefty's going to scoot way out wide. So the biggest thing you have to do is make sure that you're getting over here to cut the ball off before it runs away from you, okay? Again, the reason why these things are so important, for especially the out wide serves, if you don't catch up with it, you put yourself in a bad position where your return is too weak and now you have the rest of the court to cover. So it's really important that, Daniel, that we focus on, as we split, that we're going to have to shuffle out and get out really quick to cut the ball off. If you can cut the ball off, the better. If you can't, just get it back, make the person play another ball. Hey, I really appreciate you watching my channel, and I appreciate the question. Thanks. So go out and play tough.